Brown has the right to defend himself at all costs.
Now, we all know that there are a lot of moves being made in the NBA. You dig what I'm saying? These particular fellas that I'm going to talk about right here, they are prior NBA players, and they have a basketball show wherein they sit around and talk about basketball, talk about hoops, give code, and hot takes, however you would like to categorize them. You dig what I'm saying? But much in the way that there are shakeups going on in the NBA right now, there are some shakeups going on over at this show.
Welcome back to Gils Arena presented by Underdog. I'm Brandon Jennings, and I'll be your host this evening.
Hard coat, knock upon your front door. When your ass attack like cancer, burn your condo down. Let my pen drop, don't hear sound.
Now, we chronicled the beginnings of this thing about a month or two back, and in the last couple of recent shows, we visited some remarks from one Rashad McCants on the couch that just indicated more the writing on the wall. You dig what I'm saying? And also in that episode, I spoke about how one Kenyon Martin reacted to Rashad and his antics on the couch, and how he called him out for just being a contrarian for no good reason, just for shits and giggles. And so we know how that went. Well, it appears that the writing that was on the wall has increased in size. You dig what I'm saying? It is glaringly obvious for anyone paying attention. And we have some remarks from Josiah, you understand what I'm saying, that will lead us to understand that the ship is coming apart, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that aren't appearing, some people that are appearing, people are taking on different roles, and it's starting to look crazy. But before we get to that little part, I wanted to go through this little episode right here where some tempers get to flaring between Rashad and Kenyon. And ever since they had their little run-in about a week ago, I think this has been brewing.
I remember fighting tooth and nail for Jaylen Brown.
So that's all the faces and shit what I'm talking and shit for?
Yeah, because you said you applauded him, but you wasn't
speaking up for him?
Speaking up for himself.
We be playing with his name, yeah.
Yeah, because we had a whole thing where y'all niggas was on my neck about that.
What? About what he said? No. So therefore, don't put words in our mouth. What me and Brandon say, I'm glad you jumped out there like a goddamn idiot right now. What me and Brandon was talking about was the choice of words that he chose to use when he said it was his favorite season. That's what the fuck you were trying to defend in here. That's a different conversation. So since you always want to fucking have something to want to be ready to rebuttal about some shit, you're fucking wrong.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
So Brandon, was that not the point we were making?
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Brandon?
No.
Was it?
No.
Yes.
He was defending what we said he was right.
No, because you said you can't say what you want to say. Remember
Because
y'all
it's not
tried to
free
talk me.
speech. No, we
remember
said
you tried to talk me off the
freedom
square.
of
Because when you
speech
say
is
freedom,
Remember y'all
not
tried
free.
to talk me off the
narrative.
square.
Freedom of speech is
Remember
not
you tried
free,
to
is what
talk
we
me off the
said.
square, right?
We stated that
It's a full circle moment.
Brandon was in his very
Full circle moment. I have a photographic memory. I
and as well.
I'm very, very
We
very
were
good at
saying that we had a problem with you saying that it was your favorite season, the words that you were choosing to use in that moment
And this is
after you won, and that's what Steve, that was the whole.
I said he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
And we said freedom of speech ain't free. And that's when your dumb ass jumped out there like a dummy.
Now we applauding.
And that's when you jumped out there.
Himself.
In this regard, I said he has the right to defend himself. He has proven that he is going to speak up people playing on his name. I applaud him in that regard in this because we're talking about basketball here. We're talking about basketball. So
he had the right to defend himself in that conversation.
I'm speaking up for Bobby Marks in this regard because Bobby didn't say it. He said his words are, I like Jaylen Brown. Give me Jaylen Brown on my team any day. I think it's absurd that someone says he's the 7th best player on his team. That's what Bobby Marks said. So if Jaylen
Now, let's stop real quick and jump in here, man, because all of the rhetoric surrounding Jaylen Brown did seem a little skewed. You know what I'm saying? They always say, they hate the smart nigga. You dig? So somebody that is unafraid to speak their mind, buck the system, and tell these folks what he is and what he's not going to do, they tend to not like those people. They shy away from them. Unless, of course, you mess around and have the skin to win, in which case you're a patriot, you're a man bucking against the system, you're someone to listen to. But when somebody like Jaylen Brown does it, he's an angry person. You dig what I'm saying? He's a cancer to the locker room. We know how it goes. And so, yeah, someone came out with some random opinion saying that he was like the 7th best player on the Boston Celtics team. I mean, this is like, bro, you couldn't look at that for nothing other than hating. You know what I mean? And so this is what the conversation is about that. And like I said, we know since then Jaylen Brown has been traded to the Philadelphia 76ers and in exchange for Paul George, which, you know, I guess I don't know that Jaylen Brown gets his own team. That's more or less Embiid's team. That's more or less Tyrese Maxey's team. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could see him filling that role. It's kind of like an even trade, though, for him and Paul George. I think he's a better player than Paul George, probably just because in terms of years and youngness or what have you. But I think it's a lateral move for both squads.
So Jaylen Brown
is full of shit.
speaking.
There's no reason to say that.
There's
no reason to say it. There's no reason to say it if you don't feel it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And I'm
You
not going to
say shit
say
all the
some
time,
shit.
you don't fucking
I don't
mean.
like this.
You
then I'm
say
saying
shit
it.
all the time. You
I
don't
say
fucking
this,
mean.
and I'm going to say this.
You say
Why would
shit
I do that?
all the time that you
I'm
don't
not
mean.
starting narratives.
Just to clickbait
I'm
a
not starting
motherfucker.
narratives.
Just
Nah.
to rage bait and get click shit. You say shit all the motherfucking
No, I
time.
don't.
You don't mean.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. You
No.
said that very seat and
No,
said
I
you do.
don't.
You sat in that very seat. You wasn't across on the other side of the couch. You wasn't in the chair closer to Josiah. You sat right there in that same seat, and right that you're sitting in right now with the long sleeve shirt under a jersey, might I add, but that's for another show. But you sat right there and said, hey, man, well, actually, I don't know if he sat right there and said it. Now, that was an instance when he went through it. But, you know, I went through when he was on the TFU podcast when he's like, man, you know, that's what I bring to the table for the stick. That's not really me in real life. He sat there and said it out of his own mouth. This guy here, Rashad, man.
You
No,
said
I
you do.
don't.
You
No,
said
I
that
don't.
very seat and
I
said you
defend
do.
myself.
No, you said
I
you
defend
said and said,
myself.
I thought you'd be used to it by now. I come in here, bitch, just to click rage bait and clickbait. Yeah, you said that shit.
That was just with you. That was just with you. That's
so
not with
therefore
everybody.
you say shit
That's
all the
just with
time
you.
that you don't believe.
That's just with you, because you say you're
shit
not
all
triggered,
the time
and you
that
tell
don't
niggas
believe.
to put their feelings in their pocket.
You say shit
but then
all
your
the time.
feelings pour out when I'm triggering.
No, don't. Like I said.
All right.
Because you act like
so going back. So going back.
People.
So going back. We both acting like females right now.
Trigger people.
Because you got in your feelings and you in your feelings right now.
No, what am I my feelings about? This ain't got shit to do with me.
This got everything to do with what I said before.
No, this ain't got shit to do with me.
Jaylen Brown.
You're wrong.
Jaylen Brown has the right to defend himself.
Now, he does have a point that Kenyon is quick to get into his feelings about something small. We've documented the stuttering thing. Yeah, we've seen it, so he's got a point there. But he has no point in trying to say that he's not the guy that will sit and tell you that he brings Cemetery Larry stick to every episode. We're going to see his last hurrah here in a minute before we get to the last of this here short film.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
He just applauded
You're wrong. You're wrong.
He just applauded
You're
that.
wrong.
Remember this day?
I ain't applaud shit that you say.
Favorite year? He has the right.
No,
He has
no.
the right to say that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
year.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And
But-
that was I said he can say what the
and
fuck
that-
he wants to say.
Cool, that's cool.
And then you know what they said? No, he can't.
Because
Okay.
No, he can't.
Okay,
Is that
but
what we
wait a
said?
second.
No, he can't.
They had just lost 3 home games to Philadelphia,
This
right?
is my
And-
favorite
Okay.
season.
Yeah.
All right.
My favorite.
and people had a
season.
problem with you saying that.
And I don't give a fuck about nobody else having a problem about what I
Cool,
say.
cool.
Now, people have a problem with what I'm saying now.
Cool.
Should I still care?
Yeah, cool.
I'm defending myself in the same manner. What's the difference?
We're talking basketball here.
Did you like him saying that?
100. Listen, you have to speak up for.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. All these niggas just be talking on each side of the argument. But if the argument is in fact that he shouldn't have said what he said about this being his favorite season because it would be taken a certain way because this season was largely without Jason Tatum. And so he's saying this is my favorite season because I got to lead a team and see what I could really do as the head man. I don't see what's bad about that. If you want to pick it apart and say, oh, he only said that because Jason Tatum is out and he secretly doesn't like Jason Tatum, and so he was happy for him to be out so he could see, so we could show the world that he was just as good as Jason Tatum. I don't think there's any smoke there in between those fellas. They've been trying to create that narrative for years between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Like it was some kind of, and I think it's just because Jaylen Brown is an outspoken dog skin cat. You dig what I'm saying? And Jason Tatum, the light-skinned Drake nigga, so you know they hate Jason Tatum. You know what I mean? He's the media darling and all of that. And bro, I think Jaylen Brown has won enough awards. He got him a ship. He got him a max contract. I don't think he was tripping on Jason Tatum like that. I think that was more of a media narrative, just how people supposedly having a problem with him saying that this was his perfect season. I think there's more of a media narrative. And so this is what these guys are arguing about. And it sounds like to me that Skip and Kenyon are trying to make the point that I guess the media blitz that came toward him because of those statements was valid because he shouldn't have said it. If that's where you're going with it, I'm not letting Kenyon cook on that.
Listen, you have to speak up for yourself when people are going against you. People are creating false narratives. This Bobby Marks thing is like, why would you bring this up if this wasn't going to affect my perception and my reputation?
How?
And how you look at me. Since 2016, they've been throwing shots at Jaylen Brown due to him being too intelligent for the space.
You are too educated.
So now here we are. I'm an activist. I've been in the streets with the fucking protesters. I've been really building back. And I got $300 million said I'm going to build Black Wall Street in Boston. Are you serious? So when I go to defend him, he can't say what he wants. You know you can't say what you want. That's all my point was. It just resonates now. It's a full circle moment.
It ain't a full circle
So
shit.
does it-
Dead wrong.
So does it help him?
Does what help him?
It didn't. The point we were making, did it help?
Like, does it help you?
Does it help him that Bobby Marks is doing this shit right now?
I'm just saying, just answering to like everybody that what they're saying and everything.
100% it helps him. He's liberating other players to be able to speak up for themselves.
Okay.
Don't let.
Yeah, I think this shit kind of weak. I think this kind of weak, the angle that Kenyon, in particular Kenyon. Now, Brandon Jennings was never, he's like a braggadocious, like full of himself guy, but I never knew him to be like, you know what I mean, talking shit out there and thinking he was tough and all that and outspoken, not on no social issues or any of that. Now, when you go over to a Kenyon Martin, neither was he out here outspoken about social issues, and I think that's probably for a lack of just understanding about these complex issues. But when we just talk about somebody speaking their mind and coming out their mouth or whatever they want to say, nigga, how is Kenyon Martin not at the top of that list? You remember him as a player. You see him now still. Say what he want to say, but damn, I don't give a damn what nobody else think. This me, cuz. So why Jaylen Brown can't be like that? Jaylen Brown got more money than you. Show me a reason why you're saying that what Jaylen Brown did was wrong and why he shouldn't have a problem with what people are saying about him. I went into this episode kind of seeing like, oh man, Kenyon getting that bro. You know what I'm saying? There's some tensions flaring in here. But as I go through it, I'm seeing that Kenyon is not making a good point at all. And then Brandon jumps in to say, do you think it was a good thing? What happened? Like, nigga, the other side to that is, okay, if you consider it to be a bad thing coming out and speaking out and standing on business, the alternative to that is standing around being docile and just letting people do you how they want to do you. Who does that, my nigga? What are y'all niggas talking about?
These motherfucking ESPN niggas create narratives on you when you don't got no voice to speak on your own. Now come out and say, state your source, Bobby. Who told you those analytical things that I was the 7th best player? Who told you that, bro? You just made it up when you said you don't believe it? So you just say, I don't believe it, but...
Hey, same person over here talking about, I got all the receipts on what been said about me. You ain't said nobody name.
I don't have to, because I don't give a fuck about what people say.
But you want other people to do.
He decided to do it. He's decided to do it.
No, you come on this bitch very calculated.
If I do it...
Yeah, bad point again, Kenyon. Rashad is a hot take artist, former ball player that sits on the couch and talk basketball with other former ball players. This Bobby Marks guy and most of the guys in media like a Skip Bayless or a, what's the big guy, Brian Windhorst. You know, most of these guys, you know, aren't prior athletes and they are journalists by trade. You dig what I'm saying? So they have to uphold to a certain credos. There's an agreement you go into when you go into the journalism world that you agree to write factual stories. You agree to use reliable sources. You dig what I'm saying? Now, you're at no obligation to divulge those sources, but you do have a ethos that you have to go by. So saying that he doesn't have to, he doesn't have to produce his sources, but to suggest that a journalist can operate on the level of having loose sources or no sources and just not having any obligation to even feel like you may have to flesh those out and therefore just use any information that comes across you. And by way of Mr. Receipts here not having receipts for things, he thinks other people should have to bring receipts. Those aren't in the same world. Again, Rashad isn't a journalist, bro.
Well, it's gonna hurt some motherfuckers'
I know what's been
feelings.
said about
It's gonna
me.
hurt
I
feelings.
know who said about me.
It's gonna hurt feelings if I do it. It's gonna hurt feelings if I do it.
You don't do it. So you
It's
want
gonna
other
hurt
people to do
feelings.
what you don't do.
It's gonna hurt feelings
So
if
you
I do
want
it.
other people to do what you don't do.
I've done it. I fought against
you
North
want-
Carolina and the
so you-
NCAA for 10 years.
for no
I
reason.
know what it is.
Yeah, we know.
I know what it is
Yeah.
to fight for something
Yeah,
and to have everybody not like
So
you
once
'cause
again,
you
this is
back.
about you.
Because you back.
So this is about you
No,
and
it's
your
about Jaylen Brown
So why you bring yourself
and
up
people
in
like me because I'm like him.
So
I'm like
once
him.
again, it's like so it's
Because
about
I'm
you.
like him.
So it's about you.
It's about us.
So it's about you.
It's about us.
So it's about you.
About us.
So it's about you.
Steven, though.
So it's about you.
It's about us.
I thought you said you were little Steven.
I'm little me now. I'm little Skip now.
What do you say, Nick?
I'm little
I thought you
Skip
said you were
now.
little Steve.
I'm little Skip now.
Nick, what do you say, Nick?
I thought you said little Steve.
2 years ago. I was little Steven 2 years ago.
But now you're on Jaylen Brown time.
Yeah.
Right
I've
now.
been on Jaylen Brown time.
Now you're a little
I've
Skip.
been on Jaylen Brown time. But
So when
I was the first Jaylen Brown.
So when he beefing with Stephen A. Smith, then who are you then?
I'm Jaylen Brown because I've already spoke out against Stephen A. about the shit that he said, which is why he did a 13-minute video to me. Not anybody else. To me. Twice he's done that.
And then you said you was little Steven after that.
Good job, Nick.
I just gotta.
Good
ease
job,
the-
Nick.
I just gotta ease the room.
Good job, Nick.
Damn, boy, this nigga Shy can't get no breaks, my nigga. He is such a squirmy character. My nigga, let me give y'all some brotherly advice, as I always try to do. It is never a good look, as a grown 30-year-old plus man, to call yourself little anybody, unless it's your daddy. If your daddy named Steven, I'm little Steve. Yeah, okay, bet. That shout out old to Pops. We with that. This nigga here just admitted that, yeah, once I was little Stephen A. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, who we talking about? I was once a little bitty version of him hoping to get to be a bigger version. I am now a little version of this scrawny white man across here over on the couch named Skip Bayless. Old white man over there. I'm a little version of him. Oh my God, bro. You know, they could be trying to win arguments, bro, and be thinking like you cooking in the moment. Like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm everywhere, man. I'm flopping around. I'm shape shifting. Yeah, man, metaphors. Some shit, man. What are you talking about? Oh my God, these boys panicking over there by themselves, bro. It is just an eclectic bunch of attitudes. No one has any direction. It is just bad business, and the writing's on the wall. And like I said, man, I got another little bonus piece of footages, what have you, to drop into this thing, because like I say, it's some pressure approaching over there. You dig what I'm saying? And so this is what happened in seemingly the last episode for one Josiah Johnson.
A good place for us to wrap up today. But before we do, I just want to send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas Underdog. When we started this show February 2023, we had some super lofty expectations of where we wanted to go. We're able to accomplish those things, becoming the #1 daily sports show in the world, Swaggy, or at least in America. But I want to thank all y'all on this couch, all the men and women that have graced this couch, all our tremendous staff, and all the amazing fans for everything that you guys have done in helping this become the show that it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all, especially.
Thank you. Yes, sir, brother. My God. Yes, sir. My God.
Appreciate you, gentlemen.
My God.
Skip, I'll send you a dap from over that way.
Appreciate you as well.
Thanks.
Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gils Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And you see Josiah Johnson signing off. Sound like he had some tears of forming, man. And you know, things happen in the world of business, but you know, them boys had a good thing going. I'm sure he may feel a way about the crew being disbanded and what they started out, and you know, so there's some nostalgia in that thing. You dig what I'm saying? But Joe said, hey, you know, contracts is done ran out. My dog got this new ship going on over here, man. I appreciate everything that happened here, but we are moving on. You understand what I'm saying? And so now they're forced to move around the They forced to move around the cast, you know what I'm saying? And we have got a glimpse of what that new show is going to look like going forward.
Welcome back to Gils Arena presented by Underdog. I'm Brandon Jennings, and I'll be your host this evening. We got one of the biggest legends in sports media game. Sit next to me, Skip Bayless is in the building. Sitting next to him joining him is NBA World Champ of the World, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Wait, where's Nick?
We don't know.
We don't know? He'll be here.
And the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA Champ of the World, Rashad McCants is in the building.
Yeah. God.
How you feeling today?
Finish him!
How you feeling today? Got your Lakers stuff on? Feeling good?
Last hurrah. This is the last hurrah.
Yeah?
Figured I'd bring out the last little bit of props and take a couple souls in the process.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. That show is going to be so ungood. Oh, man. Shout out BJ. BJ had to read 2-line introductions from the computer. God damn, how hard would it be to say, here we go, two-time NBA champ, Nick Young. Over here we got Cemetery Larry, the king of the props, Rashad Jennings. And as always, the quintessential contrarian, Mr. Skip Bayless. How hard is that for him to say, bro? Oh, my God, this show is going to be horrible. Then here go Mr. Man with his, what is that, Thanos? I don't even know, bro. I guess that was the Thanos get up for the last hurrah. Yeah, this is going to be so... Why did he even announce Nick? Nick's not even there, bro. Was that supposed to have been a dig, a jab? So maybe Nick has done got the hell on along with Josiah, and so these three done pick sides. And so I guess it's a truce. It's a standoff right now. Not a truce, it's a standoff. Boy, that is going to be a bad show over there. I do not envision clicking on that. I ain't click on it when I know Gil was gone. But now that it's just going to be, and you see Kenyon wasn't there as well. Note that. You talking about Rashad, Skip Bayless, and Brandon Jennings in the middle? Hosting like that? Hell no, that shit there is not gonna fly. That dog don't hunt. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. That dog is not finna do no hunting for you out here in the field for no squirrels and things. Ain't gonna happen. You have to go get you another one, my nigga. You done picked the runt of the litter. I ain't gonna hold you. My God, man. Well, that's how the cookie done crumbled, man. And I'm sure there's gonna be more to come out about that. I heard Gil go on Stephen A's show and address it.
Before I let you get on out of here, Gilbert, talk to me about, Gils Arenas. What's going on, my man? Season 5, my brother. Talk to me. Let the audience know what's up.
Listen, I had to make a business decision, and I was looking at the landscape. We were doing 4 days a week, thinking we're about to turn to 5, and then another show got added, which was Gridiron Football Show with Skip, Akib and them, and we got bumped to 2 days. When you're trying to make progress, that's like, winning a championship, and then, all the starters get put to the bench and you only playing 21 minutes, right? It didn't make sense to me. And it's like, if we want to build and build, we can't play under, another show on the same channel. So, I had to make a business decision and, move in a different
And what was
direction.
that business? And to enlighten everybody, what is that business decision that you had to make?
Moving in a different direction and starting. Anyway, let me see. In about 6 days, I will 100% own Gils Arena's name.
Same cast of characters or different crew?
Well, the other characters are still under contract until September. So we're starting up in August. So unless they just flat out quit, I can't talk to them and I can't recruit them. I can't poach. So I got to look for a different cast of guys.
That's really all he said about it. Wasn't a lot, he didn't really let a lot of cats out the bag, but we're going to see how it rolls out. I'm sure that's not the last piece of antics to come out of either one of those camps, man. It's liable to be some beef turned up, especially when Gil starts his show. He going to send some shots over the bow. So we're going to see how them boys come back in the building, man, after some shots get fired. And until then, it's been straight like that. I'm out.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. The Jack Travis, Lord Dungeon Dragon, spit that flame. Raise